Hello, hello, and good afternoon to you all. Today, at this lovely noontide, we are going to be playing, or rather, we are going to be attending a masquerade on a train in the 1920s. We are going to be playing, If on a Winter's Night for Travelers. This is a game that was recommended to me by a friend a bit ago. And I finally remembered it. It has light horror aspects to it. So why not play it on October? February 1929, somewhere in Central Asia. Young man? Is everything alright, young man? You seem agitated. Are you not enjoying yourself? Yes, yes, certainly. It is a lovely party indeed. It is, isn't it? Such delightful costumes, and the music exquisite. Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Layla. I'm Carlo. Pleased to meet you. Sweetie, what is wrong? I can tell there is definitely something on your mind. Are you looking for somebody? Oh no. It's just that, I know it must sound peculiar, but I can't seem to be able to recall how I got here. What do you mean? Surely you must remember something. Well, I was at this hotel in Rome, that I do remember. Rome! What a beautiful city. Were you on vacation? In a way, I was there to meet with my paramour. I was waiting for him to arrive. Hello, Will. How are you doing? Ah, beautiful Rome. So glad to see you again. Still as majestic as decadent. And of course, as loud as ever. Ah, well, I'll sleep when I'm back in Turin, I guess. What time did Patrick say he would arrive? I'm sure I left his telegram around here somewhere. Ah, here it is. My shooting star, thrilled to see you. Please check in at the Grand Rome. Everything taken care of. We'll be there around noon. Love, me. He's thrilled to see me. Thrilled! Oh my. This is going to be rough. I'm good, just finished lunch. Fair. Hopefully it was a good lunch. Oh, I see. These are options. I see. Be still, my beating heart. I should take a quick look in the bathroom mirror. Make sure I look presentable. And also check if room service delivered the flowers I ordered. Everything needs to be perfect. It was leftover spaghetti from last night. There. Thrilled to see me. Thrilled. Who even needs an alarm clock with this pandemonium? Room service, one of the greatest inventions of humankind. You certainly can't buy good taste with money. So tired from my trip, I just want to take a nap. But Patrick should be here soon. Maybe we can call room service and have breakfast in bed. Socks, underwear, a couple of shirts. And that Rolex Patrick gave me at the first party we met. I'm sure he would like to see me wear it. Or like me to wear it. There. So fancy. Whiskey, gin, vermouth, amaretto, Campari, of course. Yum. Is that Consiglio? Great, room service delivered. But I should move them somewhere else where they stand out a bit more. Much better. And here's the card, just as I requested. To my one and only. He's going to love it. Maybe I should try playing some music. This reminds me of that party. Actually, I don't remember that much about it. Just that there were togas involved. Patrick loves that whole Roman Emperor aesthetic. He'll never admit it, but I'm sure it's part of the reason he lives here. Americani. There's even a radio in the room. A radio! This place really has everything. I wonder how this works. Oh no, what have I done? Oh dear, what a relief. I should take a quick look in the bathroom mirror, and I'll be all set for when he arrives. But where is it? Ah, I see. I didn't notice that before. Been there, done that. Well, well, well. You lucky, handsome devil, you. You really hit the jackpot this time. What if he's the one? The real one? Can you imagine? Having to tell Mum and everything. Okay, you. You know what? We'll cross that bridge. When and if we ever get to it. For now, you look just dashing, young man. Is that the phone? Wait, no. It's the door buzzer. Patrick! Carlo! Patrick, so happy to see you. Look at you, it's been too long. I've missed you. Me too. I'm so happy you made it all the way here. So how do you like this place? You mean the room or the city? Both are quite excessive. The room! Pretty fancy, isn't it? Very much so. Especially that painting over there in the bedroom. The artist really gave it all. It's a sight to behold. Oh, this I must see with my own eyes. This way, I presume? Oh God, I'm so sorry. You better be. You're not the one who has to sleep with that over his head. Absolutely fair. I'll have them transfer you immediately. Look at this amazing bed, though. Wink wink, what do you say? Wouldn't you rather get a drink? We should really make the most of that amazingly equipped bar I saw in the living room. Even if it's the only in solidarity with my fellow Americans suffering under the grip of the Volstead Act. Are you serious? It's not even noon yet. Hey, what about it? It's perfectly okay to have a cocktail before noon. It really is more of a time of the day for biscotti. In bed, preferably, with tea. Come on, Carlo, let's have some fun. No way. Tell me, what's going on in your head? Wouldn't you want to know? Well, you'll have to ply me with liquor. Okay, fair enough. Good. What are we waiting for then? Nothing too sweet, please. So, one for Patrick, one for me. Salut. Cheers. Have you seen there's a radio and everything? Did you try to find some music? Oh, it didn't cross my mind, but feel free if you want to. Don't mind if I do. There. Isn't that nice? Oh, by the way, those flowers are for you. Oh, they're absolutely lovely. And look, they come with a card. To my one and only. Charlie, Carla, I need to tell you something. Wanna sit down? I'm fine here, thanks. Look, Carlo, we can't keep doing this. I'm sorry. Why? Don't you like me anymore? Come on, Carlo. No, it's not that. I like you, but this doesn't mean that Look, you know just as well as I do that wasn't meant to last. Don't play dumb now, please. I'm not playing dumb. I truly was starting to believe we were made for each other. And where exactly did you get that idea? Well, in your telegram, for example. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you the one playing dumb now? Here, let me get it from the other room, and I'll show you. You're exhausting, Carlo. Here it is. Thrilled to see me, he said. Undisputed proof that he loves me. My shooting star. I see. How can I be so naive? Thrilled to dump me. That's what he was. Your shooting star, of course. Fleeting, a passing glimpse, and then gone. Is that how you justify it to yourself? I'm just some crazy adventure. Or did the deuce put your fear in? Not it. It has nothing to do with you. It's just wrong. I'm sorry, Carlo. Oh, you surely can't be serious now. Just say you're afraid of being deported and cut the crap. Look, I don't expect you to understand, but I've read these articles, these medical journals. Carlo, there are doctors. They can help. They have this new therapy. As soon as I found out about it, I told my wife everything. About you, me, about this whole thing. She knows it was a malaise, something beyond my control. And she supports me unconditionally. We'll go through this together, discreetly. And our marriage will be stronger for it in the end. Carlo, you should think about it too. Apparently there's this hospital near Turin, in Palermo. Carlo, they can cure you. I'm speechless. You're such a coward. I don't know what I ever saw in you. Stupid me, thinking you cared. But no, I'm just a symptom of some illness to you. A boil, a cyst that you can just cut away. Oh please, Carlo, cut the drama. I have a wife, I have children. This is what a man does, period. A man? A snake is what you are. But of course, you're all a businessman after all. You're just maximizing benefit. This enterprise has turned risky, so you walk away. Okay, I don't have to put up with this. Please call room service and order me a taxicab. We're done here. I'm done with you. We're just done. You really have some nerve. If you want a taxicab, call one yourself. Okay, fine. I'll ask for one at the reception desk then. This is what I get for trying to make things easy on a loser like you. Goodbye, Carlo. Go back to Turin. It's over. Some nerve you have, calling me a loser. What else would you call someone who keeps throwing his family's money away? Chasing who knows what or who, seeking just one chance out between two legs. Calling you a loser is actually pretty forgiving. Move away, Carlo. I'm done with you. Well, I'm not done with you. You heartless bastard! Well, that certainly escalated. Oh God. Patrick. Oh God. What happened? Why am I standing here? I was on my way to the bathroom. I need to wash my face. I need to calm down. Also interesting that the painting changed as well. What am I going to do now? He told his wife. Everybody is going to know. Everybody here knows my name. They know who I am. There's no way out. There's nowhere I can go. God, there really is no way out, is there? I'm sorry. I never wanted this. Forgive me, wherever you are. Please forgive me. It's an invitation to some kind of masked ball where SVP not required. So this is supposed to be a mask. It slithers. Oh. And next thing you know, I'm here in this train with a drink in my hand. And now, this all feels unreal. Like a strange dream, like I shouldn't really be here. Oh dear. What a terrible experience that must have been. I'm not surprised that you're feeling disoriented. Excuse me. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Not at all. What is it, darling? Do you mind if I take a seat? Of course not. Please, go ahead. Thank you so much. I've been looking all over for my husband, but I cannot find him. I'm quite certain that we were supposed to meet here, yet nobody I speak to seems to have seen him. And what does your husband look like, Miss Winterbourne? Valerie Winterbourne. My husband is Henry Winterbourne. Surely you must know him from the papers. Not that it would matter here. But I'm confident that if he were around, I would have recognized him already. Do you remember when you last saw him? Of course, it was... This is embarrassing, but I'm not quite so sure right now. It's alright, dearie. What do you remember then? It was raining. My medicine keeps the nightmares at bay, but there's not much left. No. No light. It hurts. These are for tomorrow. Is it tomorrow yet? Have I been sleeping? It's dark. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear. How long has it been raining? What day is this? Did there used to be faces there? Quiet now. Outside? But it is yesterday. I cannot go outside when it is yesterday. Oh, it's Lord Soxus Ball of Yarn. He always brings it with him when he sneaks in at bedtime. But where is he? Maybe he got caught outside in the rain. It's hard to see anything from here. I can't see anything. Maybe the servants know something? It is probably chilly out in the hallway. I should cover up, just in case. What was I doing? I think I forgot. I'm just tired. I haven't slept well. Yes, I just need a bit more rest. You gonna make me stretch? God, I almost fell into my desk. Hello, Psycho. How are you doing? A short nap will do me good, no doubt. But first, my medicine. There's so little left. Why hasn't the maid replenished it yet? What was that? Doing okay? That's good. A letter from Lord Cavendish. What could he possibly want? Sorry for your loss. My most sincere condolences. What? Is this a joke? Has my husband seen this? Did the maid bring this? Where is she? It feels like it's inside my head. I can't remember. Some fading memory. Something not quite here. Some moldy old book. A dusty vase. A wine glass. Disturb the shadows? housemaid should be here, in her chambers. What is this? I hear voices. She's not alone. I think there's a man in there with her. The door's too thick. I can't make out what they're saying. I need to find a way to listen to what they're saying. I'll look at that in a moment. I wonder if there's anything further down the hall. Feels like it's inside my head. A shadow. Just a shadow. It's too dark. I should check the maid's chambers first. Alright. The door itself is probably too thick, but maybe. Ah, perfect. Not since the conservatory incident. What about her laudanum consumption? Is it decreased at all? No, but she mustn't have much left. I haven't refilled her decanter in several days, and I've hidden the rest in the cabinet downstairs. Good. And this cabinet is locked? It is. The glass is thick, and the lock strong. It is vital that she doesn't find the key. She needs to regain her composure and her health. More letters are arriving, and rumors abound. The display cabinet in the parlor. How dare they keep the key from me? I should burst into that room right now. But I will deal with that tomorrow. I think I will have my medicine now. I have no use for this anymore. I still have some medicine in my room. I can go downstairs tomorrow. Whoa. My favorite bedside book. Proust's à la recherche. Oh, don't know how exactly to pronounce that. Du temps perdu. As soon as I read 2 pages, I start dozing off. What shall I do today? I could play my harp for a bit. And maybe afterwards, tea in the conservatory with a good book. It's not dark yet. I don't need to turn on my lamp. It's so warm outside. I don't need anything else. There is cat hair all over the carpet, as per usual. Ah. The most wistful of melodies, Monsieur Saté was a true master of melancholy. But right now, I am in the mood for something more cheerful. Some family pictures. These three over here are my favorites. Maman and I in Paris, February. Maman and I in Vienna, April. Maman and I in New York, October. I remember I found some great records for my gramophone on these trips. Listening to them always brings back the most delightful memories. Henry protested at first about including Lord Socks in the portrait. But if I'm a Winterbourne, then so is he. He should be here any time now. If I catch him just when he is arriving, I can usually see his automobile from here. Mom and Dad. Oh, how they hated posing for this. They think painting is out, and that there is nothing as exciting as photography these days. I cannot say I disagree, but it is so lovely to have them here on the walls, like old-fashioned aristocrats. Dear Grandpapa Bavoises, he believed in me when nobody else did. My little cousins from Amiens, I miss them so much. The catalog from the auction in which the vase was acquired. The classic Qinghua vase from the Ming period, invaluable, and one of the few pieces the family can still afford to keep. This beautiful Murano glass is a souvenir from our honeymoon in Venice. Just a personal trifle next to the family's treasures, of course, but very dear to me nonetheless. I hope Henry won't lock himself in his study when he gets back. Because of his business trips, we barely get any time together lately. If Henry makes it back in time, we should have a picnic in the garden. My own personal pantheon, these figures have always been a huge inspiration to me. I just could not bring myself to leave them behind in France when I moved here. The plaque says, Eos, Goddess of the Dawn. The plaque says, Mnemosyne, Goddess of Memory and Words. The plaque says Apollo, God of Music and the Sun. Grandma Winterbourne. I knew her in the last years of her life. A remarkable woman. Always love this game. Back to working, you fucking cute dork. Peace. Thanks for showing up, Bees. Nice to see you. And I am enjoying this so far. Circus dog. How fucking dare you? Hello, Demuth. How are you doing? Also, I hope whatever you're working on, Bees, goes well. I speak only truths. Yeah, sure. Alright, Demuth, you fucking smelly scavenger. One story would be suspiciously catered to your interests. Have that to look forward to. Or have that to look forward to. Alright, bet. Grandpa Winterborn. I never met him. And from what I know, all for the better. I reckon he was old-fashioned when it came to crossing class boundaries. I feel dizzy. Why was I going downstairs anyway? I'm not sure now. Was I not going back to my room? Where am I? Why was I going downstairs anyway? Not sure now, but not going back to my room. I don't know what's wrong. I feel so weak. It's empty. I'll get more tomorrow from the cabinet in the parlor. Also glad you're doing alright, Dima. Just chillin' there. Lord Windsor now. What is this? Deepest condolences. Again? But there's more. I am aware of the dire situation of the Winterborn family. Rumors about that precious Ming vase, one of the few pieces not yet sold. Surviving on your fortune alone. I believe that our union would be nothing but mutually beneficial. This is outrageous. What is this all about? I must find the housemaid. I demand an explanation. Besides, she has the key to the cabinet. It is slipping away. His face, Where are you? Is that you in there, Mom? Poor thing. You didn't sleep here last night either. Only my hands weren't so cold. How useless. It's empty. I need to find more downstairs. No. I can't hear anything. Seems like the room is empty. Or maybe they are hiding from me. whispering in the dark. How dare they? I'm so furious. How dare they not open the door? I can't stop thinking about that outrageous letter. The family's Ming vase. You'll see what I think about that Ming vase. Is this the vase he was talking about? I wonder if 1,000 tiny pieces will be as valuable as a whole vase. Good. Books and more books. Here's one and another. Poetry. What good has it ever done? An unbearable jargon of the clockmaker. I don't recognize this title. Where did this come from? When did this come from? My medicine should be in the cabinet. There it is, hidden at the back amongst the glasses. But I don't have the key, and I have no idea where the maid is. Well, I'll smash the bloody thing open if I need to. Rest. Maybe later. I could sink in it. Only ash. This is not the fire I seek. Yes, this will work. It's silent now. No more voices. A faint ticking. There used to be flowers here. Threads. Something that used to be a painting. Glass inside glass, to be admired from afar and not touched. What a sad fate. There are some interesting books in here. Far afield a woman cried, I have killed him I love. and from a jar she poured blood upon the flowers whose petals are whiter than snow and whose hearts are pure gold. What is this? What is this book doing here? One of those awfully boring technical books that Henry's dad liked to keep around. Striking as they might look, decorative clocks, such as those embedded within busts or statues, lack precision and reliability. Such models exhibit an average delay of 7 minutes when referenced against a classic long case clock. This is, of course, unacceptable. Well, of course, unacceptable. And so you see, this novel so tightly interwoven with sensations suddenly riven by bottomless chasms, as if the claim to portray a vital fullness revealed the void beneath. I'm not familiar with this author. Italian? Sounds very modern. It is a table clock in the shape of a bust. But it needs winding, and the key is missing. My gramophone. I have so many memories attached to all these records. Especially the ones I brought back from my trips abroad with Maman. Which one shall I play first? We'll deal with that soon. The smell of fresh flowers in the morning is one of life's subtlest pleasures. Henry's favorite spot after his study, of course. The perfect spot to read a book by the fire. I've never been too fond of this painting. It is so solemn and joyless. Henry's taste can be so old-fashioned sometimes. A cat purring on your lap, sound of logs crackling. No better way to spend those rainy English autumn afternoons. There is no fire to stir. Oh, I didn't even notice. Sounds like the servants are talking in the foyer, but I do not need anything from them right now, and I should not eavesdrop. It is rude. Such a delicate piece. Isn't it too dreamy? Or bastard. Oh, hell yeah. But this is not the way it happened. My trips with Maman, I need to remember. I'd rather listen to... Ah, fun. Is there a specific order that I need to play them in? I'm assuming yes. But I don't remember. I do believe New York was last. Dum duddy dum duddy. Now. I believe she mentioned it somewhere. Paris, Vienna, New York. 23, 26, 25. New York is second. So Paris, New York, Vienna. So I think it starts with this one. New York. Handle this. What is this? Bonsai. So grating. What on earth was that? The record must be warped. That was it, surely. I feel strangely lightheaded. I should lie down, maybe. I am, in fact, feeling a bit, feeling a bit indisposed, but something is not right here. I haven't seen Lord Socks in a while. My heart, who did this? The shadow, it's wrong. It is slipping through my fingers. It's gone. Maybe I can sleep and dream of tomorrow. There is always music tomorrow. I need my medicine. I I find it as an interesting touch that she is gradually fading. A deep, terrifying roar. I should actually check the other things. On and on until the whole world is drowned. No medicine left in my room. Should be downstairs. I never wanted you to see me like this. You would have understood. You would have forgiven. Emion seems so far away now, flickering like a roll of film. Fragments of a vase. Did the maid knock it over while cleaning? Did Lord Sox do this? Hello, Grayson. How you doing? I don't need them anymore. My medicine is downstairs. How is the fish? You are always so kind. You inbred bastard. Doing good, just chilling after stream. Bear. We are slowly going through this, story by story. Ah, it's still here. Where did this come from? It is a letter from Lord Fitzroy. He is a friend of Henry's, if I remember correctly. Hope this letter finds you well. Wish to offer my most profound condolences. What? Oh. I dream of holding your hand. Yes, a man can dream. Oh, to walk with you in the lushness of your beautiful conservatory. Is this a marriage proposal? Is this real, or did somebody put opium tincture in my morning tea? This has to be a prank. Nobody in their right mind would dare send something like this. I must find the housemaid. Provided this isn't some lark of hers, she should know who delivered this. I recall I heard her earlier in the foyer. I will be lurking. You have a good lurk. This ugly thing feels like it is always staring at you. Wait, hold on. A cat purring on your lap, the sound of logs crackling, the faces, the voices in the fire. One of the pokers is missing. Are these still the same flowers from yesterday? Doesn't look like the maid is here, but I heard voices. Ooh. My umbrella is here, but Henry's is missing. He must have taken it with him. It seems to be stopped. My hands are stuck at 3 o'clock. Maybe I can use that key to wind it. Let's see if it works. It is too tall. I cannot reach the winding wall. 3 o'clock it is, then. Oh, It's the issue of Paris Saw that featured our wedding. Everybody made such a thing of it. Many were shocked today upon learning of the engagement of the extravagant heiress of the Beauvoisis jewelry empire, Mademoiselle Valerie Beauvoisis, to Henry Winterbourne, Lord Winterbourne of the... In a move seen as uncharacteristic for the socialite, whose friendships with avant-garde artists such as Germaine Dulac or Ferdinand Ledger are well known. She declared her intention to move to the family manor in Wiltshire, England, leaving behind a life of glamour in Paris for Britain's green pastures. Despite the loud rumors regarding the ruinous financial situation of the Winterbourne family, the heiress insists that this is a marriage of love, and that moving to the calm of the countryside will be a welcome change for her after the frantic activity of the last few years. Oh, I do love it here so much. I could read this over and over. I did not mean to click on it again. I'm not dressed to go outside. I wonder. The winding key from the standing clock should fit here. Perfect. I can wind the clock now. What time shall I set? Oh. Sorry. I don't know what I was expecting. Nor was I. It's chilly here. Oh, I do wish to read that article just once more. I could read this over and over. What's it trying to get at? to be something I'm missing here that I'm not getting. It's gotta be 7 minutes behind the 3 o'clock, doesn't it? So that would be what? 2:57? Wait, no. No. 7 minutes behind, not fucking... I can math, I swear. Is working again. The mechanism is ticking, and the hands are moving. And is that the grandfather clock? It is working too now. The clock is working again, just like... I'm not sure now. When was that? I was here browsing the afternoon papers. Lord Socks rushed in. The clock chimed. He ran into the conservatory. What had the little rascal done? I cannot remember. Oh, no matter. It'll come back to me. Now, about that Lord Fitzroy. There must be somebody in this house who can tell me what's going on. This baby Ivy will soon start climbing the wall. Did I see something move there? No, not quite here, but there is a rustling of leaves somewhere. Must have been my imagination. Camellias are so delicate, with their snow-white petals and tiny golden hearts. The azaleas look lovely today. Is this a ficus? I don't know much about these plants. Water looks so serene. So many times I've sat on this bench and just let my mind wander. I'm so lucky to have my very own Sancta Sanctorum. This foliage is so thick, a tiger could hide here. My goodness, so many bugs. This needs a trim. I have to go back into the foyer. The clock is working now, just like that day. But it's not raining, is it? What happened here? And why is nobody taking care of this mess? Must remind myself to ask the gardener to trim this a bit. Over there. There was something here, stirring the leaves, and suddenly a blur, a chase, the clinking sound of porcelain. A blur, a chase, clinking porcelain. Where? Yes. Here, a scream of pain, red streaks, then knuckles white like snow, hands so cold, so cold. Where is this cold coming from? Why are my hands so numb? It must have been my imagination. Possibly the best spot in the house. Enjoying the morning sun with a cup of tea is something I never did very often back in Paris. I feel like I'm missing something here. Nothing else changed? Hmm. Or missing here, I wonder. Oh dear, no. The water is no longer screaming. Then where is the sadness coming from? Oh, see, I just wasn't clicking on the pond afterwards, although I thought I did. Maybe. It is stronger here. What is this sorrow? Why do I feel this way? This place is always so soothing to me. But those sensations, they're so vivid and unsettling. in the water. I could have sworn I fell. Wait, what is that? Seems there is something at the bottom of the pond. But I'm not reaching into that filthy water with my bare hands. I need to find something to help me drag it out. Oh boy, is it time for the other fire poker? This should work. Nope. Umbrella. Bear. Oh. My lord. My dear lord. What happened to you? Who did this? Did nobody see anything? Where is everybody? Help. Must find help. Meanwhile, in Silent Hill, we put our hands in toilets and shit, probably. There has to be somebody here. There has to be. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Don't understand. I left this on the table. Am I going mad? But this is not the Paris one. It's the London Evening Standard. Many were shocked today upon learning the passing of Henry Winterbourne, Lord Winterbourne of Chetham Green, in a tragic automobile accident. As the car in which he was riding rolled up towards the driveway of the Winterbourne Manor, the family cat, which had been missing for days, dashed onto the road in front of the vehicle. The chauffeur gave the driving wheel a sharp turn. No. Oh, no. Henry? Dead? It's absurd. He's here. He's upstairs. I was waiting for him to come home. But he never arrived because he was here the whole time. Of course, how silly of me. That's it. He must be in his study. He'll know what to do. He's in his study. He's upstairs. He'll know. I need to see him. I need to see him now. Henry? Are you there, Henry? Henry? What have they done to you? Why did they hide you from me? I've missed you so much, my love. I've been away for a while, but I'm here now. Henry, I did something terrible. It wasn't his fault. You didn't deserve it. But it hurt so much when you left. And I had such dreams. Such terrible dreams. But I found you now. I'm never going to let them take you away from me again. I just need one more sip of my medicine, and then I'll come back for you and take you home. We're going to Paris, my love. I'll be right back. It wouldn't have saved anybody anyway. Got dark so fast. And the end seems so far away now, flickering like a roll of film. You can't make it stop now. No more sleep, no more dreaming. The cold, watery gray. The swirling, yawning void. A roaring, primal scream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. Also interesting. The statues were also different. All those words. All those useless words. Another one of those awful letters. No, it's an invitation. To a masked ball. How delightful. Did Henry send this? Will he be there? Oh, I hope so. What a surprise that would be. This must be my mask, then. It's so beautiful. I was expecting Henry to meet me here, yet I can't seem to find him. But he must be here. Who else could have sent that invitation? Interesting. I have been asking myself the same question. I'm sorry, and you are. Apologies. My name is Jordan Samuels. I'm a doctor. Your conversation caught my attention because I too cannot recall boarding this train, or even waiting at any station. Given the weather outside, I reckon I must have surely brought a coat with me, yet there seems to be no cloakroom anywhere. I've attempted to bring this up with some of the other guests, but unlike you, they do not seem to be bothered by it. I cannot explain it, but I feel like we, should not be here. What do you mean by that, Doctor? Where else do you reckon you should be? I'm not sure you would even believe me if I told you, ma'am. Oh, don't you worry about that, dear. If you only knew how much these old eyes have seen. I doubt anything could surprise me at this point. Please, sir. I think we all wish to hear what you have to say. Oh, I for one most definitely do. Very well. I guess I should start at the beginning then. I've been working late into the night. And through this incision here, we can observe that the pancreas shows signs of inflammation. This tells us that the patient likely suffered from Dr. Samuels. Well, this surely indicates that. Excuse me, Dr. Hayward? Yes, Mr. Lowell? Why are you talking to the janitor? Now, boys, calm down. Dr. Samuels, you were saying? Yes, from this first glance, we can infer that he doesn't look like a doctor to me. More like a hoodlum. Keep an eye on the scalpels, Dr. Hayward. We don't want him to stick us up. Yeah, he could rob us blind and disappear in the shadows. I'll bet he's stealing material from the infirmary. Yes, to sell it to whatever criminal elements he is in cahoots with. Check his pockets, Dr. Hayward. Some supplies have, in fact, gone missing lately. See? I knew it. Let's search him. Somebody hold him. Nightmares are getting worse. With every day of fasting, I have felt my will slipping further and further. But today marks the 33rd day. Tonight I can complete the ritual. I must carry out the final preparations. There's no time to lose. Those buffoons. Soon they will know what I am really capable of. It is a lower magical process to make the Guardian of the Threshold physically visible by producing a particular mixture of a number of substances. A truly terrible spectral being confronts the magician, and he will need all the presence of mind and faith in the security of his path. Seek not, then, to cross this threshold until thou dost feel thyself entirely free from fear and ready for the highest responsibility. The stars are right. Mars, Venus, and Saturn are aligned tonight. After months of enduring their mockery with fists and teeth clenched, after months of study and discipline, the moment has arrived. The moment to reach out to forces beyond this world. The neighbors again. Always the same fighting and screaming. The Wound Man, an ancient medical illustration showing different types of injuries and diseases. This one has some particularly interesting notes. The sun rules the intellect, Venus makes the heart yearn. Mercury is the hand in darkness, Mars wields the sword. Jupiter hungers for power and casts Saturn's nose into the sea. I will need this later. Midkova's forbidden opus in its volumes. This is the passage I need. The sun burns in golden flame, the violet mantle shall devour Mercury. Cast ye the symbol of Venus onto flames of emerald, and engulf in crimson all that belongs to Mars. A raging azure inferno for Jupiter, a black grave for Saturn. I think I have it memorized now. On a winter's night, why not on a hound's night? Why is Saturn fucking the fish, good Christ? Hello, Link, how are you doing? I'm afraid of sleeping. An iron bowl covered in red rust. A copper bowl, green from corrosion. A bowl of black lead. If I perform the ritual correctly, the guardian should manifest himself in the mirror. If I face him with courage, he shall grant me power beyond all imagining. But if there is fear in my heart, well, I have nothing to lose anyway. These are the ingredients I require for the first part of the ritual. I need to burn the appropriate herb in each bowl. But before I get started, I should bring Mr. Williams his morphine. Probably in my jacket pocket. Uh-huh. Alright, just wishing I should take it to him before I get started. My career at the hospital is already on shaky ground. The last thing I need is to be caught taking supplies home. But his tuberculosis is terminal, and this is the only thing that can grant him some relief at this point. I'm alright just wishing I didn't work in like an hour, and I could hang out all stream. Fair. Very fair. The Johnsons are always fighting. One of these days, it will end in tragedy. I tried intervening once, but they almost beat me up. Some things never really change, even here. Good evening, Miss Williams. Dr. Samuels, I'm so glad to see you. I was worried you wouldn't come. I apologize. I got held up at the hospital today. How's he doing? Not good, doctor. Not good. You can't barely breathe no more. And that cough, it ain't never been this bad before. You think he's... I'm so sorry, Miss Williams. I wish I could do something. Despite all the medical advances of our era, consumption is yet a battle we've yet to win. Well, this will help with the pain, at least. Thank you, Dr. Samuel. Bless your soul. Thank you. No need to thank me, Miss Williams. It is my sacred duty. Go to him now. He needs you. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Good night, Dr. Samuels. Bless you. This is the most complete treaty I've found on the esoteric use of herbs and plants. This is the passage I need. The sun shines on the heliotrope. Mercury smells of fresh hyssop. The visions of wormwood rule over Mars. Venus is the sweetness of the rose. Sage is the wisdom of Jupiter. The hemlock is Saturn's blessing. I think I have it memorized now. Alright, I can begin the final preparations now. Not fun. I don't... Fun. There's a spot in my heart that's becoming a part of my New York. I truly thought things would be different here. Sun burns in golden flames. Hmm. Ah. Okay. Let's see. Ah. I need to go into the copper bowl, perhaps? Hmm. A chapelle in the wilderness, fire among the morning trees. The theater, the dripping blade, the hateful whispers of the dead. A sunken library where memories are drowned in voices from the past echo in the darkness. What does it all mean? Sometimes hear them talking in terrible places in my sleep. I write them down as much as I can when I wake up, but there is so much I am missing. Oh, is it wormwood? Fuck, what was it that I needed? Oh god. Hold on. No, wormwood. Black gray for Saturn. Hemlock. The elements are aligned. Now I must mark my skin with blood. One small cut in each spot shall suffice. Ah, ah. I must now wound myself 3 times. The sun rules the intellect, Venus marks the heart, yearn. Mercury is the hand in darkness, Mars wields the soul. Jupiter hungers for power, and casts Saturn's genitals into the sea. it is time. Oh, for fuck. I can't get out of this menu, so I can't check it again. Fuck. Hold on. What was it? Or okay. Ah. Ah. Yes, I feel it. It's time to enter the circle. Oh. What? What is this? This is not what I expected. Am I meant to cross over? Go to him? So be it then. Where am I? Is this really the other side? And that, it must be the Guardian at long last. I must remain calm and focused. I have prepared myself for this moment. I am worthy. Odie slept here in a very long time. These look like notes. Is this my handwriting? How can this be? I do not remember ever writing this. I have given my memories away to the waters. I barely remember who I am. My soul is a scorched, blackened stump. All my acts of kindness undone. I do not know what they will demand of my body. I fear this has all been for nothing. But I cannot turn back now. God help me, if he still remembers my name. Strange. The moment has come. O great keeper of the gates, guardian of the threshold, I beseech thee, hear my plea. I have opened the way, I face thee without fear. My name is Jordan Samuels. I seek knowledge. Teach me thy lessons of wisdom, that my intellect might prevail. I do not understand. According to my books, he should speak clearly and distinctly and offer counsel and guidance. Whatever this creature is, it is not the Guardian. What am I meant to do now? Who art thou, then? Speak thy name. Madness. I am Jordan Samuels. Me. Vile creature. Trickster. Why is the Guardian not here? I carried out every step of the ritual to summon his physical form. What else do I need to do? This makes no sense. None of the text I read mentions something like this. Where am I? What is this place? I can barely make sense of this gibberish. A crossroad. Is that what this place is? Some sort of limbo? I'm wasting my time. I'll not get any answers here. I need to try and make sense of this all. There's a passage in the book. Illumine the darkness ahead of thee. Take not a single step forward until thou art positive that thou hast sufficient oil in thine own lamp. The lamps of the guides whom thou hast hitherto followed will now no longer be available to thee. Yet the light seems to be keeping him alive. Taking it away might kill him. But the flame of knowledge has always been my guiding beacon. No matter how unpleasant its truths turned out to be, no matter the price, I must follow its path to the end. I must do this. I shall not waver. I shall not fall. A warning, but I shall not fail. Dear Lord, is it alive? Miss Williams, is that you? Are you all right? You monster! You killed him, you monster! I cannot let this get to me. It is a test. Just a test. I did what I had to. The stairs, they're no longer go up to the street, but downward. I cannot see anything ahead. It looks like it's a dead end. But it has to be this way. There's nowhere else to go. There are books and loose pages floating in the water. Where could they have come from? I recognize those bookshelves. I've seen this place before, in dreams. I was lost in a maze of corridors, trying to find something, but I cannot remember what or why. Most of these books are moldy and rotten, but some of them are in surprisingly good condition. Arsamandi, Song of Songs, Kama Sutra, The Spirit and the Flesh, always inextricably intertwined. Romance novels, love stories, bundles of letters. This whole section is a monument to the depth of the human heart. These seem to be relatively recent. I recognize some of Miss Austen's works. This place feels old beyond words. God. Another creature is not acknowledging me. Does it not know I am here, or does it simply not care? Should I try making my presence known? Here, my name is Jordan Samuels. I've walked these aisles in dreams. Art thou the keeper of this place? It is paying me no heed. I don't think it is listening to me. There seems to be something else. What is it writing? A memory of Jordan Samuels, born April 27th, 1897. A memory of Dr. Samuels, field medic. A memory of Jordan, loving betrothed. A memory of that darky down the street. A memory of Mr. Samuels, music aficionado. That is me. That is my life. I can barely make these out. Most of them don't even have titles. They look like diaries and manuscripts. The whispers are coming from this book. There is a note inside. And not any note. That note. That furiously scribbled threat looked into my mailbox one night. Always the stares, the murmurs uttered under their breath, or the jeers and the scoffs if they felt courageous enough. I never threw it away. What is it doing here? This must mean something. have to bring it back to that creature. Stacks and stacks of loose pages, most of them handwritten, but some are typed. It wants the book. Did I not take it? I have the book now. I should bring it to that creature. Oh. What am I doing here? Was I not? Was I carrying something? Or perhaps it was that dream. It looked so much like this place. And was this creature there too? What does it want? Should I try talking to it? It is paying me no attention whatsoever. Looks like it is trying to hear something else. These all look like children's books. Bedtime stories, fables, fairy tales. It is growing louder. How could there possibly be a child in this place? It is coming from inside this photo album. This is my family. Grandparents, father, aunts, mother. So this baby she is holding must be me. But I have never seen this photograph before. What is it doing here? I should bring this book back to that creature. Maybe it was guiding me to it for some reason. These seem to be photo albums rather than books. There are some framed photographs lying around too. They all feature babies and young infants. What am I doing here? Was I not? Was I carrying something? The music is very close now. There must be a gramophone hidden somewhere. The whole section seems to contain only military treatises and history books. These are extremely worn out. They must be really old. The Art of War, the Conquest of Gaul, and the treasure that combines all arts. I can barely read any titles on this shelf. The books are caked in dried mud. Sounds as if a battle was taking place right here. I see nothing except books. All these seem to be either novelizations of famous battles or biographies of military leaders. All these are all about the Great War, diaries, maps, field reports. Saint Mihiel. I was never there, but I know some men who were. Those are gone. I was so close to some of these places. is coming from this book here. A map. Special from September 1918. They called us the Harlem Hellfighters. We took that village while bombs rained on us like fire from the sky. But we took so many casualties that we were taken offline the very next day. So many of us never went back home. Better or for worse, the things I saw there made me who I am today. This cannot be a coincidence. The creature clearly wanted me to find it. There's no gramophone. Music is coming from inside this book. The sheet music for Fritz Heisler's Liebeschied. The day I received the acceptance letter from the Chicago College of Medicine and Surgery. I borrowed a tuxedo, spent too much money on a fancy concert, drank too much wine afterwards. It seemed back then like I was destined for great things. I never thought my quest for knowledge would come to such a screeching, frustrating halt. But I have the opportunity to fix that now. I've come so far. Maybe if I take this book back to that creature, I'll get some answers. There's barely anything left on these shelves. I can only make out some tomes on Baroque and classical music, and some titles in Arabic. Going by the titles, these appear to be music monographs and biographies from famous composers. My lord, it is wanting a lot of books. Oh. Can I trigger it? Who is that? Sounds more and more familiar the closer I get. Is coming from this book. There's a letter inside. This envelope, this handwriting. I don't even need to open it. I'm sorry, Eunice. You deserve so much more. But New York felt like the place I needed to be after the war. So much was happening there. So many opportunities. Did the creature want me to find this? It's trying to tell me something. There's only one way to know. Oh. Oh. Where am I? How did I get here? I can't remember anything. Who am I? Dear Lord, what happened here? A crater and a dead soldier's remains. Did a battle take place here? Where have I seen this banner before? It looks so familiar. Looks like a makeshift infirmary. I'm somehow familiar with these kids. Bloody sheets and what seems to be corpses. Must be an improvised field hospital. And some dirty rainwater pooled up in the basin. Each sheet is covering a body.
Amino. Oh shit, this is Canada.
Dr. Samuels, welcome to the Chapelle Perilous. I've been waiting for you. Do I know you? Apologies, I seem to have... What did you call me? It's alright. I know what you've done. It's all gone now. Your name. But yes, you do know me. You did a good thing for me, once. Did I? Yes, and never for a moment did you hesitate. You took the fire of divinity into your hands, and acted with the certainty of a thunderbolt. Life and death laid bare before you. Such a sight to behold. It sounds arrogant of me. It was not your arrogance, but your kindness. You suffered with me, and my pain was yours. But this soul of yours, this kindness, you need it for another purpose. This fire must be wielded again. Guardian. Ah, you still remember. Yes, the Guardian. Like the texts say, I must become a perfect and glorious being or fall a prey to corruption. And should this occur, I would drag thee also down with me into a dark and corrupt world. And you do also remember what brought you here, don't you? Yes, I came here seeking knowledge. Yes, and yet it is also said that my threshold is fashioned out of all the dread of strength needed to take full responsibility for all thy thoughts and actions. Years, many years ago, you did not take full responsibility for your thoughts and actions. This has been a burden. Today, you must free yourself of this burden of bygone lives. Look around you. You abandoned these men. You left them to suffer and die in great pain and agony. You were young then. You didn't know better. Now's the time to rectify that. Free them, Dr. Samuel, like you freed me. And I will hear your confession once your dues are paid. Shit, this is Canada. Story seems interesting so far. I've been listening or watching while working on things. Fair. Yeah, this is the third act of, I think, 4? Something like that? It's pretty interesting. The gauze bandage is covering his eyes. Good lord, his hands. Only an explosion could have done this. He seems to be in shock. Soldier, can you hear me? My name is... I'm a doctor. Doctor. Not here. Left, not here. What is your name, soldier? Sleep. If I could just sleep. Doctor said he'd make me sleep. He said he would. He would come back, help me sleep, but he left. He's been blinded by shrapnel. His hands have been blown off almost completely. He's delirious with fever. Without antibiotics, he will surely die in a matter of hours or days if he is unfortunate. He's holding onto a pillow, grabbing it with all his strength. Pain must be unbearable. Might be something useful here. A jar with some opium pills, 8, maybe 10. They must have been here for a very long time. Opium in tablet form is not very common anymore. If that is the case, they have probably lost a great deal of their potency. I'll need to use all of them if I want to. How do I remember all this? Need to find some water. Nobody can swallow this many pills on a dry tablet. Some water will help him swallow the pills, but I need a container of some sort. Container. The bell tower has been blown to smithereens. This place must have sustained a terrible bombing. Is this a choice section? They all seem pretty bad injured. Yeah. And good lord. Well, if it isn't Dr. Jordan Samuels himself. So I've been told, but I have no memory of my name or what I did to get here. Do I know you? Oh, I do know you. Yes, Doctor. I remember you. I can't ever forget you. I've been here so many times. I've done this so many times. Over and over, waiting here, hoping that you'll bring me a bullet so I can blow my fucking brains out. And you just walk away every time. You walk away saying you will help me, and you never look back, you bastard. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. I cannot remember any of these things. You're always sorry, Doctor. Have you talked to Shane this time? Quite the nervous fella, ain't he? He remembers everything over and over. He just wants to sleep, the poor guy. But he can't forget you either. And Jim, seen him yet? Doesn't talk much, that one. Only moans. Sometimes, when he's unlucky enough to drip back to the surface. I'm sure he remembers too. I'm sure in that blackness of his there's a name echoing again and again. His legs must have stepped on a landmine. Please, soldier, hand me over that gun. I promise I will help you. Wouldn't you like for me to do that again? Not a chance, Doctor. Give me a bullet and I'll take care of it myself. And what is your name? Name's Luke, Doc. Lucky Luke, they used to call me. Not anymore, I guess. Luke, Say, Doc, what do you think will get me first? The gangrene or the infection? Just kidding. I already know. It has happened so many times, always the same way. Not gonna be any different now, is it? Half his jaw has been shot off. He's alive somehow, but barely conscious. He'll not be able to swallow these pills in his condition. He is also bleeding from his stomach. but this is not a gunshot. He must have tripped when he was shot and fallen on a piece of metal or a fence. I cannot even begin to imagine his agony. He's wearing an ammo belt. Maybe there's some ammunition left in it. I'll not take it and leave him like this. I'll need to find a way to help him first. Gotta head off? Hope you have fun with this game. I hope work goes well for you, Link. Thanks for dropping by. Very much appreciated. I'm sorry. I've been told what I did, even though I cannot remember. I will not walk away this time. The plank is almost collapsed. I don't think it is safe to cross. Is that? It looks like a flask. An empty canteen. This will have to do. Here, soldier. You can sleep now. I'm sorry for having kept you here so long. Farewell. I hope the pain is finally over. You will no longer need this. Only ashes remain. It is time to go home, soldier. I can take these bullets now. Not the Silent Hill treatment. Christ. Goodbye, Jim. A handful of ashes. I found what you wanted. Well, I'll be damned. Thank you, Doctor. I never thought the day would come. Now, you might want to step back a bit. I hope you found your peace at last. Only ashes now. It is done. I'm ready, Reverend. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Is there anything you wish to confess? I don't know. I just killed 3 men. I should feel something. Relief, guilt, horror, pride, anything. But the only thing I feel is empty, hollowed out. I'm so tired. How long has this been going on? How long have I been here? Worry not, you've done well. How? What does that mean? It doesn't matter now. You're almost there, Doctor. There is but one more trial ahead of you, and you shall finally come face to face with the Guardian. But what is the point? I remember nothing, not even who I was. What will I ask? What do I want? You need only remember this. You created the Guardian the first time you ever made a choice. And you've been feeding him ever since, with every action, every decision, every act of charity, every lustful thought, every life saved. Everything you are, he is too. If your soul is corrupt, so is he. And everything you've given up, you'll need to take back from him. Only after confronting him will you be able to cross the threshold. But fear not, you will understand soon enough. Now, go. Dr. Samuels, so glad you made it. The boys and I have been waiting for you. You must be so excited, to cross the threshold at last. You've given so much, so much. Let's not waste time, shall we? I think you know what to do by now. Oh, no, no. Don't bother. There is nothing left of you but flesh. We are your voice now, and you shall speak only through us. Now pay attention. I have given my mind to the waters. Repeat now, Doctor. I have. Fuck. Listen carefully. I see. Excellent. Peel back the first layer now. And listen. Listen carefully. I have consigned my soul to the flames. Good, good. Now, the second layer. Take that scalpel and go ahead. Go ahead, do it. Do it now. Now listen once more. I now surrender my flesh to the blade. Excellent, excellent. Now, irritator, stretch the skin, open the yawning gate, the hungry void awaits. Now listen, one last time. Repeat, Doctor. Repeat. And I offer my blood to the mirror. Yes, yes. You know what to do. You know what to do. Open the threshold. Open the path to the Guardian. Become the empty spitting blood. What is this? Ah, the hollow one. At last. It feels like I have been stuck here for an eternity. Very well then. Let us get this over with already. Exists no more now. Yes, yes, at length. Is this everything we are, then? I did not cross without that invitation. Where did I... Time to get out of here. I remember nothing after that. Well, that's quite a story. The question is, where are we now? What if this is yet another test for me, for all of us? Oh my, what an idea. Look around you, Dr. Samuels. The only thing that is being put to the test here is how many glasses of champagne one can drink. Leia, could I have a word? Please excuse me, if you will. As I was saying, say, is it getting hot here? It does feel like it. What are you doing mingling with the humans? Are you tricking them again into telling you their stories? You know I can't help it. And you know it's not allowed. What do you find so fascinating about them anyway? I don't know. I wonder how it feels for them, I guess. The pain, the constant struggle, dying alone and forgotten, by their own hand even. But we can't mingle, and we can't allow ourselves to... Wait, what did you mean by that? By what? By their own hand even. If that's true, they should be at the back of the train. What are they doing here? I don't know. They just told me, you heard. No, there's something else here. Don't tell me you invited them personally. Please, don't tell any... You gave them masks, you sent invitations, you collected them. You can't do this. They were meant for below. You know how strict the numbers are. Are you insane? These ones deserved it. You should have heard what they went through. That is not your call to make. I know. I'm really sorry. It won't happen again, I swear. Oh, for the glory All right, all right. I won't say anything, but please, don't do this ever again. They were meant for below. We're still going below, just a little less deep for them. Eligible for the redemption lottery every 144,000 years, even? Maybe never. It's still a better chance than what they had up there. Please, I just wanted to hear their stories. Leia, you're going to get us sent to the swamps one day. Interesting. That's actually pretty. That's a pretty humorous twist at the end. I'm not gonna lie. I like that. A death blow is a life blow to some who, till they die, did not alive become, who had they lived, had died, but when they died, vitality begun. That was actually a pretty good experience, in all honesty. Very, very interesting stories at that. I quite enjoyed that. I do kind of wish I think it was the first character was a bit longer, but fair enough. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, and it's a pretty quick experience. Only took me about 3 hours, but that was also me clicking through literally everything. Like, actually going after everything to see what the characters would say. It must have been short. I saw none of that. Yeah, the average playtime for it is about 2 hours. The reason why it took me about 3 is because I was actually touching everything that I possibly could. Yeah, that's how point and click is meant to be. Yeah. I always like seeing the little things that, like, put there just for the flavor text alone. And that twist at the end, I certainly wasn't expecting that. I can say that for certain, though maybe I probably should have expected it, due to how each of the passengers had seemingly ended their own lives. With the first man hanging himself, the lady unfortunately overdosing, and the last one actually killing himself with a knife, from what it seemed like. And their souls passing on onto a train ride to hell, from it looks like. He went sicko mode, he really did. Good lord. I also did like a lot of the little variable changes as well, between, like, two parts of the character, like with the lady and whatnot. How she was gradually fading more and more the further you went into her story, and how things like the statues of her pantheon had changed from the three that they were to a different set of three. The doctor listened to the meme about taking off her skin. Thanks, I hate it. What were they before? I don't remember all of them. I only remember one of them in particular, but the one that I do remember was Eos, was the very first one. And when you got to actually see the statues again without her just effectively shoving them off, the Eos statue had turned to Hypnos. I think another one was Mercury originally, and then that one got changed to something else as well. It's a small detail, pretty interesting all the same. Yeah, that was a great experience. I enjoyed it. I see, Eos is relating to Dawn, and Hypnos has to do with sleep. Yeah, I could... That sounds about right, and it makes a lot of sense with what she was going through. As she just couldn't accept the trauma that her own had passed away. And so she started slipping into terrible, terrible things and eventually overdosing on laudanum, which was the only thing that was kind of keeping her together until it didn't. I imagine she drowned the cat, yeah. I believe that is implied because she found the cat in the pond after searching around a bit. She did kind of get a cat face mask. Fitting, yeah. I find all of the masks kind of interesting. Along with the scenes beforehand, yeah. Because from what it seemed with her stories, the cat ran out, the chauffeur made a sharp turn and ended up crashing the car, which killed them both. And then she ended up finding the cat and probably drowning it. She was searching for something, her hand got cut on something, probably the cat fighting her, and then she was at the bench, yeah. Pretty dark, not gonna lie. Yeah? No, that's true. Hers was very, definitely kind of implied on a bit of things because of flashing back and forth. The stories were very nice. I quite enjoyed them. And of course, this is all very much my style of things, with 1920s fucking theming and whatnot. Who would have guessed? The doctor has definitely had to do with racism. Not sure if he ended up in jail cell or what. Yeah, that's definitely a good question. But it definitely had to do with that. Oh, it's definitely... These were definitely some of the darker things. and whatnot. Oh yeah, and me remembering. Also, another one of the examples was the painting in the first act. Above the bed, it had changed from something, I guess perhaps more affectionate, to literal murder. After he had shoved Patrick into the glassware. Yeah. Definitely pretty neat. I didn't have much as for expectations with this. Man, it was definitely interesting of play. Definitely interesting stories. And I liked how it played around with that, like flipping back and forth with the characters and kind of how their minds are seen. But again, definitely an interesting twist at the end. I didn't think it was gonna get this steep. Yeah. Definitely very interesting though. And it's free. It is a fully free game on Steam. And I would say it was... Damn. It was good. Definitely really good. I am going to get up and stretch real quick. Okay. Well, that's done and over with. I kind of want to take it easy today, so I think I am going to call it there now that that's fully gone through. So let's see. Very fair. It was a nice chill stream. Yeah, it was definitely very nice and chill. Uh, I, after having gone through that, I kind of want to go through more things, like that, where it's more of a narrative experience than it is, too heavy on gameplay. If that makes sense. It was definitely a nice experience going through that. And maybe at some point I will have to find more. Maybe you'd like I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. It's 90s point and click puzzle type adventure game where choices matter. Definitely rewards you for being smart and interacting with everything. Maybe. Though, oh god. I'm very familiar with that name, but I'm not familiar with everything with it, if that makes sense. Isn't that one also pretty dark itself? If I'm not mistaken. Probably consumed all of the media that came out from it. Yeah, it's a bit grim. I mean, it seems interesting, but at the same rate, I think regarding things like this, I probably don't want to go too deep into grim stories and whatnot. It's definitely uh, not my biggest interest, if that makes sense. I like some grim things here and there, but I can only take so much myself, after all. I know why I've been enjoying some of the more laid back kind of horror regarding things. That's kind of the premise of it. Definitely related to the author's wacky idea that robots were going to take over the world. Yeah, I do believe I remember now on I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I do vaguely remember some things within that. It is pretty bad regarding some of the content. At least, maybe not with the game per se, but some of the content from what I vaguely remember hearing about. The 60s were wild if the fear of robots taking over was that prevalent. Yeah. No, that's pretty true. Let's see. I don't think I want to end stream just yet. I do kind of just want to chill out. Yeah, it's a bit controversial with probably every character except one. Good lord. Also, evidently, I missed like 7 achievements out of that, 4 of them being hidden, and a couple of them being from the first act, where I kind of just went ape shit against Patrick. So, you know what? That's probably a bit different. There might actually be some things that do matter a bit, perhaps. I would think, at least in some cases. Bunga bunga mode. Yeah. Ooh, let's see. What do I even have scheduled next? Like outside of Halo? Because I know tomorrow, Bert and I are going to be doing Halo at about the normal, at noontide in particular. Ah, yes, and then Thursday I start Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, if that's working, because I still need to check that. I believe originally it was working, but uh, emulators and updates and shit. We'll see. And then Friday is a triple feature on things. So I was planning on doing the first episode of Fierce to Fathom, then Dagon, and ending with the demo to Welcome to Elderfield, since you've caught my interest with that, Grayson. Fears to Fathom. It's the first episode, in particular, which is the only free one if I remember correctly. I figured I'd give it a whirl, see how I like it. And if I do, maybe at some point picking up the other ones for uh, future. Yeah, they've added some things and balanced some things. I imagine there will probably be a bit more added by the time you play it. The first one freaks me out. Well, you're not the one that's going to be playing it. I've seen Fears to Fathom before. I think all of the episodes, in fact. And they're definitely pretty freaky, and they do play on very realistic things. But a few of them are related to my fears, the bigger ones at least. No, I'm baby. No, you're fine. We all have fears for a reason. Seen all of them as well. I like the last two. I don't remember what the last two ones are. Let me check that real quick. It has been a moment. Oh, Steam, be kind to me. Hold on. Ah. Ah. I'm being attacked. A Firewatch tower and fun vacation trip to a cabin with your friends. Ah, I see. Actually, fuck. the what's it? One of them just released fucking this September. I see. Which is the friend one. Yeah, I just recently watched that one, like, I think last week. Something like that. Fun snow trip with friends. Fishing minigame, game. Yeah. Definitely, whenever it comes to things like this, I feel like the ones that'll get me have to do with being stuck inside with someone else. More particularly, like, being in a place that you find or are supposed to find safe, when really, in all reality, it is not. It's things like that that definitely freak me out a bit, personally, because I think it's a very valid fear to have. Yeah, the whole being not safe in your own home, that is a very big fear that I have, and that's also why I don't like being home alone, in particular. Even if I have a dog and whatnot, it's still nerve-wracking, to say the least. Though also the Firewatch one, fuck that. You will never find me out in the goddamn woods for shit. Considering I've had real life things happen regarding that, it's definitely probably one of my top fears. I've gotten a bit better with it in recent years. Outside became more scary this year. Yeah, I do distinctly remember some things. Vaguely. Also, that whole outside became more scary this year. I feel that. Being agoraphobic, I feel that a bit. I think it wouldn't be a bad job, actually. Just kind of gotta deal with the animals and maybe the rare freak. Yeah, it's not my taste, I'm gonna be honest. Definitely not for me. At all. That is a huge pass. I'd be my own boss. No, that's fair. That's very fair. Until my actual boss calls me. Well, you're not wrong. Let's see. Oh, right. I should probably. However. Now, let's see. I'm still trying to plan out what I want to do next week as well. Now that I have everything for this week. Grayson, you did say that some of the updates, like the pressure update, is coming next week, yeah? Pressure be upon me. Yeah, would you like to do some things next week for that update? Yeah, of course. Bet. I'll probably bug you closer to next week, like towards the end of this week, on that a bit. Or probably around maybe midweek on a day off, essentially. So I can possibly get things scheduled for next week. If we're lucky, we can drag Will along with us to fall into one of the big open areas that lead into nothing except the void. Sounds like a good time. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Hello, Will. You ready to fall into the endless expanse of the deep abyss? He's really good at it. I'm sure he is. Seems like he's ready. Also, with his newfound deaf mode, or this newfound deaf mode, he'll probably finally be able to hear Pinky. I might try that out myself, personally, because I know I struggle to hear sometimes with some of the creatures. So that might help me a little as well. It's interesting. I saw briefly on some things that you were testing with it, but I didn't see everything. I don't remember what I was doing at the time, but I was doing something. But I know I had the stream on the side. My spatial awareness is horrible in those games. Is it just in those games, Will? Is it just in those games? Honestly, after I've listened to the audio cues for each angler, it's a lot easier for me to know if I'm about to get ganked. That's fair. I tend to just hang out near anything to save me and just kind of listen out as best I can. You'd think I'd be good at sound whoring by now, considering how much I've played of Dead by Daylight. But not really. Then again, I feel like audio mixing in that game is actually kind of decent as opposed to Roblox. I'll be honest. Because if I'm to hear everything that I need to hear in like Roblox and such, especially from a distance, I have to turn up a lot of my volume settings. And I'm not willing to do that so much. Not with that game, because. Or not with Roblox, because fuck. I don't want my ears to get ruined, as if they weren't already. Or fox in a bottomless hole. Yeah, that's the idea. Rather he'll fall in himself. Far in the ridge for sure, fair. I'd like to think yes, because I somehow am good at knowing when a spy is around in TF2. The only one that matters in pressure is Blitz in the bridge. You know, most I have it 2 volume because it's allowed otherwise. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Also, fair enough, Will. Fair enough. But that is only TF2 after all. Seemingly the only place you have experience with it. Blitz is just the fast one. Every other one is loud enough before it gets there, but Blitz ambient noise before he gets there is very unique sounding. Oh, how I don't hear Pinky most of the time. That's a good question. Maybe you need hearing aids, Fox. You're getting old. You're getting too old. You just had your 20th birthday. And you're already needing hearing aids. Old man, look at you. Next thing we know, this fox is gonna start balding. Well, I mean, I guess I can't even say that, considering the one time. You remember the time. I'm sure Grayson remembers the time. Yeah, I already am. Bald. Bald. The thing I like about Blitz is like a low or the thing I like about Blitz is it's like a low whooshing sound with like a bit of light static to it. It almost sounds like rain. Will fell down 2 steps on the stairs. Someone fetched the life alert. He's fallen, and he can't get up. Peepo's sad. Good lord. Sounds like something is rapidly approaching your location, honestly. No, that's pretty fair. And that's also kind of good to know, even though I probably won't end up hearing it anyway. I'm gonna be honest. Do you think they're going to be adding any more creatures? I think Blitz and Ambush are probably my favorite entities from both Pressure and Doors. Fine, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, and I appreciate it. More than likely. I would hope so. I would like a nice, shaken up experience, especially with Pressure. No idea what, but they probably will. Yeah. It'd be nice. It would definitely be nice. And hopefully they don't bring back Searchlights. Hopefully that thing is gone for good. I hope they release Death Angel to the masses. What the hell is that? Would you mind elaborating for the rest of us that don't know? If you are unaware, Death Angel is a rushing entity that can only be spawned by devs. I see. I don't know how they're going to keep updating the game, seeing as it ended the way it did. Well, I mean, if we're talking about with pressure, they can always continue because it is a facility. There isn't a definitive ending to the facility. And if you think about it, the thing is I guess in reality, we do die every time that we go into the facility and get clapped by one of the creatures, which is the whole thing. So if you think about it from a legitimate standpoint, on us being just different people each time, technically, there's people all over the facility doing their thing. The line of sight moves slowly, and if you're in a locker, I've heard it's an endless minigame, or at least it's very hard and you're not meant to live. I see. Something that rivals Pandemonium. Minigames. Man, I do. I dislike both minigames. The Pandemonium one and the figure one. From both Pressure and Doors, respectively. I dislike both of them. But if I had to choose, I think I would definitely stick with Pandemoniums more. Because I've been cucked out of living by Figure before because of that minigame can be not, what's the word? Not as optimized as it probably should be. I'd also like to see the tree people and whatnot, the grass, to actually exist now. You know? Which also vaguely reminds me of every time that uh, something like Stalker or uh, what's it? VR shooters are involved to a degree, such that I would want to play with Brute in particular. He mentions grass. The reasoning why he mentions grass is because he's referring to him having watched me experience the fun of grass in what was it? Into the Radius, which literally reaches for you. And I hate it, and it's a pain in the ass. Possible to just avoid it entirely, kind of like Pandemonium, but yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Like I said though, dev-only type of spawn, but a revised version would be neat to see for the event. Hell yeah, that would be pretty neat. I just want to see what the next layer is going to be with pressure. Like, one place I would definitely like to see with that is like a heavy containment area. Kind of like the areas with all of the actual like containment, sections and whatnot that you can occasionally come across in just normal runs. I think that would be pretty neat, but that being the main gimmick and whatnot. Though then, thinking about that, reminds me of, uh, what's it? Wall Dweller be upon ye. Ooh. I see what you've sent me, Grayson. Very, very interesting. I like how they're going to add lore to who we're working for. Yeah, that would actually be pretty nice and neat. Because they definitely got something really neat going on here. Because we know about Urban Shade. We go into their facility, but we work for NOST. Yeah. Special might be relating to events, I imagine. Probably, yeah. I'm very curious as to what they're going to be doing. And what we may see along the way. I think I'm still missing some documents, both from being killed and also, like, finding them, of course. The pentagram we notice in the lobby and in the submarine. I think it's pretty neat, not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, even our jumpsuit has the pentagram on it. Yeah, I distinctly remember that. It is kind of plastered everywhere. I mean, Adel has it too, technically. I need the lore. I need it now. I see. You're in very much of that state of, I don't need sleep, I need answers. Which, that is honestly a mood. I certainly know how that one feels. Oh, did my headset just shut off? You son of a bitch. Get back on. How dare you? Ah, I'm being honked at by the penguin. Rude. And you're making me stand. Ugh. Yeah, I'm already doing it. Gotta take care of the hound. Fucking, I guess so. I definitely need to see about what I'm going to stream next week. Here, let me send you some neat timeline lore. Aha. Let me check this. I see. For context, what was sent to me. Remember that place we found the mask document in? It was meant to be broken on purpose. That bitch escaped. You know, very fair. Let's see. 1906, Mr. Shade was born. Then, sometime after Urban Shade founded, Paranoia's box originates. My analog horror Christmas tree first recorded. Are these some of the, what's it? Some of the creatures. I'm assuming. Metal Black's light construction begins. Learn pandemonium discovered. Ridge finishes construction. Let's see. I see. So the ridge finished before the actual black site finished. Interesting. I like how one of the things on this timeline is just my wife discovered. That's great. The timeline of the facility and what they brought to it. Oh yeah, that's the squirrel stapler reference, but it is funny. I see. Christ. I mean, hold on. I can probably bring this up real quick. Like, actually on stream and such. So bear with me, because I haven't done this in a while. Still hasn't seen the wife yet. Okay, it should just be ready to use. Here we go. It's kind of there. I need to need to edit it a little. Oh. Hound is fucking things up. Hello, Winter. What do you mean, no hydrate? What do you mean, no hydrate? Also, I see. Thing is a little janky. Don't ask why it's stretched. I'll have to figure out why it's like that later. Out of stock, it says. That is a mobile issue. I've never once had a stock on that, ever. So, don't blame me, blame Twitch. Literally blame the website, not me. Because it ain't my doing. I can promise you that. Well, I do remember someone having an issue with it on Pert's stream as well, if I remember correctly, recently. So, my analog horror Christmas tree, uh, it's recorded, yeah. Because this is the, what's it? This is the black site and them finding things. And then we have the other one. So let's see. Sebastian triggered the fucking lockdown because, of course. Mask of Sadness stolen and forced upon personnel. Expendable protocol initiated. But like 1.25 hours after fucking everything. Anti-digression exploration field turned off. What do you think Paranoia's box is? Have we come across that yet? At all? Anyways, I go now. Bye bye. We'll see you, Winter. Thanks for dropping by. You have? Is it an actual entity or is it just the document? I guess Sebastian meets the painter and presumably connects him to the mainframe. Meets the Mask of Sadness blob. I see. It's a real locked box. It was behind 2 red code locked doors. I see. Interesting. It seems insanely rare. But it's in the research facility type area. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, because I know in the time of me playing, I definitely haven't come across it yet. Also, as for previous image, let's see, perhaps. Never mind. All right. Very interesting. I definitely want to see where all this ends up going and what it all leads to. I definitely want to see way more of the site. I think that would be pretty cool. Or okay. I might play pressure for a bit, kind of want to vibe for a while. There. I think I'm going to call it here with stream and whatnot, and I'm going to send you all elsewhere. So let's see where I can send you all to. he thinks I'm going to send you all to Blue Boxy. I haven't raided him in a while, and it seems they're working on some VR stuff and such, perhaps. So let me throw you all their way. Do thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, night, whatever it is for you, and I hope to see you all very, very soon.